And the fourth email today comes to us from AngryIrishBenjamin, who writes, "Hey, John, love the show. Thanks so much, Angry. Ryan Gosling recently said he'd be willing to be in a Batman movie if it was directed by the dude who made La La Land and First Man. It's an interesting notion, even if it's unlikely to happen anytime soon." All right, so you guys might have noticed last night a bunch of headlines started shooting around that Ryan Gosling leaves door open to playing Batman, and Ryan Gosling lays out the conditions in which he played Batman. Here's what happened. Ryan Gosling and his co-star in First Man, Claire Foy, and their director, Damien Chazelle, who directed La La Land, and who also directed Whiplash, and is on a huge role right now in the business. They were sitting down and doing an interview promoting the upcoming movie First Man. I believe it was with Variety. Anyway, the reporter asked Ryan Gosling straight up, "Would you ever consider playing a superhero like Batman?" And if you watch the video, and you can find the video, it's online, Ryan Gosling looks very uncomfortable at the question because here's the thing. That is a potential question that could kill your career. Like, what do you do? If you're sitting there trying to talk about one movie and somebody asks you about Batman. And he sit there's like, well, oh shit, like, how do I answer this? If I sound like, yeah, I really want to do a superhero movie, then that could paint him into a corner. If he goes, nah, I'm not really interested in that, then you risk pissing off the legions of comic book movie fans. How do you answer that question? He wasn't prepared for it. And quite frankly, it was an unfair question to ask him. You're supposed to be there talking about, First Man. Let me, side note here. When I used to run AMC, one of the rules I had for myself and for anybody that we sent to go cover press junkets. And eventually I just pulled the plug on press junkets because nobody really cares about them. Anyway, I had a rule for myself and any of our other reporters that we sent to go cover press junkets. And our rule was this. The studio is trying to promote their new movie. They were kind enough to invite us to go and be a part of the press junket day to ask them some questions. Only ask them questions as it pertains to this movie. Do not go digging for scoops. I hate that. I hate that. It honestly, it makes me cringe when I see like press junket interviews, and everybody does it. And I don't blame them. I'm just saying for me personally, it really rubs the wrong way against my personal sensibilities. I'm not saying it's evil. I'm not saying it's definitively wrong. I'm just saying it really rubs me the wrong way with my sensibilities. But it does drive me nuts when I see other outlets sitting down at a press junket for movie X and then immediately launching into questions about anything other than movie X, digging for scoops. How can we get scoops out of this? Tell me about Batman, Ryan Gosling, when you're supposed to be there talking about First Man. To me, it's rude. And it smacks of desperation. But everybody does it. And again, I'm not saying it's objectively wrong. I'm not saying it's evil. Everybody does it. I'm just saying for me and my own, as a film fan, my own sensible personal abilities, it just seems rude and inappropriate. But anyway, that's me. So I didn't like the fact that the reporter even asked Ryan Gosling the question, and he was clearly uncomfortable with the question and clearly thrown off guard. So what did Ryan Gosling say in response to it, though? He gave a perfect answer. He said, it would depend on Damien. He turns to Damien Chazelle, the director. You want to do that one? Now that I'd like to see. Damien Chazelle, Batman. I want to see. That I want to see, he says. So some people are saying, Ryan Gosling says he'll do a Batman movie if Damien Chazelle directs it. Well, really what it was a very diplomatic way for Ryan Gosling to deflect the question. And I thought he handled it very well. Because he was put in an uncomfortable situation. He was not definitively saying, watch the video, you'll see exactly how he answers it. He was not saying, yes, I will do Batman if Damien Chazelle directs it. No, he was deflecting the question. And he did it very diplomatically, and I thought he handled himself very well. But again, I thought he was put in an unfortunate situation by an inappropriate question. But that's just my opinion. All right, final email of the day.